Ben, what are you doing?
I'm reaching for the key. I got it. I got it, Max. It's the key that unlocks our Patreon. That's right. Now, the first episode of our mole recaps are free.
That's amazing. And if listeners want to watch even more content, they can just go to patreon.com/realityalert and subscribe to listen to a bunch of more stuff starting at just $5. They should go check it out. And in the meantime, enjoy the show. It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert. And welcome back to our recaps for Holy Moly Season 1, everybody.
Where's Steph Curry at?
Yeah, we're Steph Curry. Yes.
I never see him.
That's what we're doing, right? Holy Moly Season 1, because that's what I watched the first 2 episodes of.
Oh, good. Yeah. So do you want to start recapping that? I liked the mom from North Carolina. I thought she was great. Surprisingly, really good at golf.
Yes, the people were good at golf and had fun outfits.
Yes. What about that loop-de-loop course? Huh? That
was cool stuff.
And then there was the flames that came up.
That was sick.
Crazy.
That was nuts. Ben, I have one question to ask you, though.
I am not the mole, Max. Okay.
Are you the mole?
I am not.
Are you the mole?
I am not the mole.
I don't know, Ben. I have a response to that.
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
How can I respond to that?
Just saying, maybe that's what the mole would say.
My hands are tied, Max.
Would the mole just say, "I am the mole"?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
I know when I first logged on here before we went live, you said, "Hey Ben, what's up?" And I was like, "That's suspicious. What's up?"
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
Yeah, maybe the mole would say, "What's up?" or "Hello."
Exactly.
A normal person would just say, "Hi, how are you?" But the mole would say, "Hello, what's up?"
It does really feel like they are scraping at the bottom of the barrel. For every little thing that happens, they're the mole.
No confessional is like normal either. Everything is like very weird.
Yeah.
It's like we were walking and I'm just thinking like the mole could be in front of me or in back of me like right now. What am I going to do?
Did you see the way she touched the net? Mole!
I've been thinking about the strategy of how to play this game, by the way. So you can't get voted out of this game, right? So all you're doing is taking a quiz and you want to guess who the mole is.
Right.
So you just want everybody to be wronger on the quiz than you.
Yes.
So yeah, I would just start sabotaging a lot of shit, but enough to still make money. But I would just make everybody think I'm the mole all the time, and then you just throw suspicion on other people all the time, and you confuse people into thinking other people are the mole.
Yes.
So that's what you do, and that's what people, I guess, they're starting to do. But
you have to start sabotaging other people right off the bat. Yeah.
But you also but if you are the mole, like why would you even need to be coy about your moliness? Like people are like, would the mole be coy and sneaky? But it's like, why would the mole need to be sneaky? It's not like you can vote out the mole.
But they do it at the end. They vote to see who is the mole, right? That's what I thought. It's all leading up to the big ending.
Okay, so at the big ending, does the mole not want to be found out?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Can the mole win?
Yes,
can the mole win the game?
Yes.
The mole can win.
Granted, it has been a very long time since I've seen the Anderson Cooper hosted Mole on CBS. It's been a very long time. I think 15 years or something.
Okay, so you don't just want to be like the person left with the mole and then you win. You have to like beat the mole. How do you beat the mole?
Well, it's with one of those little whack-a-mole hammers. That's how you beat
Okay.
the mole. Yeah.
Yeah, my experience was the only season of the show I ever watched was Celebrity Mole Hawaii.
Wow.
Kathy Lee Gifford was on the season.
Love her. Yeah.
I think she's funny.
She's great.
Life on the D list. Hey, I would love to experience my life on the D list. It'd be better than being
Regis
on
and Kathy Lee.
whatever. No, that's Kathy. That's Kathy Lee. Oh no, that's Kathy Lee Gifford. Sorry, I meant to see Kathy Lee. Kathy. I'm thinking of the other Kathy. Kathy Griffin. Kathy Griffin, not Kathy Lee Gifford.
Oh, the
I meant to say
comedian.
Kathy Griffin. I'm sorry, I'm such an idiot. I meant to say
well,
Kathy Griffin.
no.
Life on the D list.
Host of that one show, Average Joe's. Remember?
Yeah,
He did that-
yeah,
he
she
did
was
for
that, but she was
Reality Land.
barely on it. Yes. So you like Kathy Lee Gifford more than Kathy Griffin.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What do you think? But you don't like Kathy Griffin?
I didn't say that.
No,
I'm
but you were like,
I'm
meh.
pretty neutral. I'm pretty neutral on Kathy Griffin.
Oh, after that stunt she pulled, you thought she went too far and you
Which
canceled
stunt?
her
I don't remember.
when she sliced off Trump's head.
Did she do that?
How did you miss this? She was canceled by both parties, Ben.
Trump was assassinated.
She did it.
Oh
This was
my
a big
God.
deal. We'll talk about this later. Anyway,
That's crazy.
Kathy Griffin was on the season.
I feel like I
and
would have heard about this assassination.
It
in the
was
news.
it was riveting, and wait, Kathy Griffin dated Steve Wozniak? What?
No, lucky her. Holy shit.
What?
I've heard the Woz is a really cool, nice guy.
She was with.
Did you know
Steve.
he still rides original Segways? Did you know that?
That's
To get from
crazy.
place to place.
He
And the
does?
original too. Yeah. Him and his wife ride Segway 0001 and Segway 0002 everywhere they go. They haven't
Like the
gotten rid of
first
it.
two segments.
The first two ever made. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah. Anyway, it was an amazing season, and after that, I was always like, they should bring the mole back. And I was disappointed that there weren't celebrities on this season, but I'm feeling this cast. I think that some of the personalities could use a little more pop, but we got some good peeps here.
We talked about this a little bit briefly before we went live. I feel like there's a lot of good personalities on the show. I do. But I some of them just need more time to shine,
Yes.
That's what I think.
Just to let everyone know what we've watched and what we're covering. So this episode, you've probably seen the title. We're going to cover episodes 1 and 2. Today is Tuesday, October 11th. So we're going to drop this episode today. And our next episode is going to drop on Thursday, the 13th. And that's when we're going to cover episodes 3, 4, and 5. And Ben has just watched episodes 1 and 2. I've seen all 5, but we are going to restrict our coverage just to episodes 1 and 2. I
better.
will not be revealing any spoilers. Going to try my best, of course, which is perfect as always. So yeah, just letting everybody know where we're at during this current moment. So should we get
Sounds like
into-
something the mole would say.
It is
Right? Right? We gotta keep making that joke the whole time.
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
maybe something the mole would say is something the mole would say, Ben. I don't know.
Whoa.
Wowzers.
Maybe that's something the mole would say. That's something the mole would say. That's something the mole would say is what something the mole would say. Is something the
Ooh.
mole would say.
Ooh. So Ben, I noticed a pattern in the casting, and I wonder if it is a clue, because I did read on Twitter from one of the reporters covering this that there are hints for the audience in the editing of who the mole is.
Oh, really?
So there are a few
That's fun.
people in the cast whose names end in I. Cossie, Osei, Joy, and Avery, all of their names end in I. That's 4 people. Isn't
As
that a
in,
significant-
I
am the
the
mole?
mole.
You didn't say it. You're the mole.
No. I didn't know. I really didn't know.
Didn't know,
That's
but you're the
crazy
mole.
that I am.
I knew you were the mole. Well, I'm not
Oh,
the mole, so I win the prize money.
That's crazy.
Just saying. 4 people whose names end in I. Come on.
But
It's
what is
gotta
it?
be something.
What is it? Okay, so it's just something. There's no more speculation after that.
No.
Okay. Well, one of those people already got eliminated in the first episode.
And
Okay.
what? They can't all be the mole. Do you think 4 people are the mole? Do you think when they were casting it, they were like, "Oh, I really like people whose last name end with I." One of the casting directors just like, "I really like names that end in I. It's so cool." Like,
Yeah.
you think it'd be Avery with a Y, but it's an I. You think it'd be Joy with a Y, but it's an I. That's so cool. We gotta cast these people. The Chiron will
That
look
casting
so cool.
person, all their 7 kids are all end with an I. All their
Yes.
names. Yeah. I don't know. It could just be a coincidence, right?
Nothing is a coincidence on the mole, Ben. Have you been watching the show?
Everybody is the mole.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
That'd be an awesome twist.
Was there
At the end,
anything else other
everybody's
than the
mole.
I?
No, I think we can end the recap here.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, was there any other clues, that were given out that you noticed or heard of or read online?
No, and the I thing I came up with myself.
Oh, okay.
If you couldn't guess that.
I don't know, Max. I've seen weirder theories online. All right.
So we landed in the Daintree rainforest. Ben, have you ever been to the Daintree rainforest?
No, I haven't. Thank you for
What?
asking, though. I really appreciate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me neither.
Okay.
So the host isn't Anderson Cooper, it's Alex Wagner. Have you ever met Alex Wagner, Ben?
In person, no. Have you?
Unfortunately, no. I haven't.
Have you ever been on The Mole, the TV show?
I can't tell you that. I can't.
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
I know it is, but I don't want to give myself away.
Please.
But I like how, like Anderson Cooper, she's on a news network. She's the current host of Alex Wagner Tonight on MSNBC. So
Oh, right. Was
I
she
like
the one who
Alex
took-
Notion.
Did she take Rachel Maddow's slot when she left?
I
Is that what it
don't
was?
I don't know.
I thought maybe that's what it was. I don't know. I don't follow. the
Yes,
news.
as serving as fill-in host for both the Rachel Maddow show
Okay.
and All In with Chris Hayes on MSNBC. She began
Yes,
hosting Alex Wagner Tonight on. Oh, wow, you're very informed about MSNBC, Ben. You a big MSNBC head?
Not really. I'm not a big news guy in general, but I think I probably saw it on a news widget or something on my phone. But I'm not a big. I don't turn on the old cable channel and flip through all the news channels.
Yes.
Are you a big news guy, Max?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never read the news. I've never watched the news. I'm totally unplugged.
I meant watching.
Oh, watching.
Yes.
No, not a big,
I feel like
watcher.
if you're
of the
under
news.
45, you don't watch the news. You read it on your phone.
Yeah, I'm a
right?
big reader. I'm a big reader of the news.
Yes.
More of a reader.
Nerd.
So yeah, I like Alex though. I like her tone. I think she does
good.
some more fun things. She's good.
Yeah.
She has some fun
I'm liking her.
fashion.
Yep.
I really like her.
She's not too over the top or anything. She's like
Yes.
just the perfect tone for everything. I love it.
I
Yeah.
also love her suit during the but like she's more than her fashion, but I have to say her suit was really cool during the button pressing thing, like the tricolored suit thing.
Julie!
It was really cool.
Julie, you
But
look so beautiful, Julie.
you look so cool, Julie. I'd be like, Alex, that's a dope suit. That's what I would say.
Why don't the mole contestants do what the Big Brother can do?
I don't know. Why don't they say like, "Yo, Alex, you look so gorgeous"?
So you're radiant tonight.
That would be me. I'd be like, "Yo, where'd you get that suit?" I'd be like, "You look sick. Props. Please don't. Can I get an exemption? Like, please don't eliminate me.
Can I get the answers to the quiz, please?
Yeah, please. Can I go to the other sector?" But yeah, she's good. So the players enter from like a million different places to find a plane. We meet Casey. She's a COVID nurse. Yeah, Casey's pretty purple. She's pretty under the radar.
She is. I don't think there's a chance in hell that she could be the mole after watching 2 episodes so far. If she is the mole, she's doing an incredible job. Incredible job.
That's how good the mole is sometimes.
Sometimes they are. Yeah. Oh.
There's Cassie. She's a software analyst.
Yeah. She analyzes software.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's Jacob. He's a firefighter. He's handsome. He's hot. He's never left the U.S. and he knows people will underestimate him. Why would people underestimate a firefighter?
I don't understand because firefighters are heroes.
Yes, and
they save kitties from trees.
Yes, and
Come on,
they have axes and stuff.
Yeah, they're cool. If anything, he'd be, he'll be overestimated.
They know how to unlock the power of a fire hydrant.
Yes. Very cool. Very cool.
Very cool stuff. Osei, here's how Osei introduces himself.
I'm from Brooklyn, so, I'm used to the concrete jungle, not no real jungle. Spiders, leeches, dinosaurs, lions and tigers and bears. I'm like, that's next level.
He's never left Brooklyn. He's never watched a movie. He's never read a book. Everything in his life has just revolved around the streets of Brooklyn.
Yeah. He thinks there's tigers in Yonkers, man. He's crazy.
Yeah.
He's crazy. Thinks there's elephants in Maryland. It's wild.
I love when he goes to the plane and he's like, "Yo, this is a real plane." And I was like, "Yes, it's a real plane."
Yeah. He's like, "This is like Jurassic Park." I'm like, "Is it though?" Is it?
This is a real tree. This is a real tree. This is a real tree.
Not like all those fake ass Brooklyn trees, am I right?
Yeah.
You know.
We meet Joy, who is allegedly a pilot.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, if she can't navigate,
she can't even navigate it through the woods. You should be able to fly a plane through the wooded jungle.
Do you know? I bet she can navigate through the dirt because she's a mole. She can probably dig a tunnel.
Hell yeah, dude!
If I can
stuck into her,
mole through the ground like moles do.
Yeah, Osei, he wanted Joy to fly them out of there. I think that would have been cool.
Yeah.
Why didn't she try? She should have just tried.
I want to know what type of games Avery plays. I want to know what does she play? Dig Dug? Does she play Tetris? Asteroids,
Pong,
Atari, all that stuff. Yeah. I want to know.
Yes.
Pranav is worried about people thinking he's the mole because he's smart, because he's a law student. You're a student. You're not a lawyer. Why do we have to assume,
You're just some dumb student.
Yeah, you're a student.
Talk to us when you get a degree, pal.
Yeah, okay. What if you're going to like Phoenix University online for law too? That doesn't mean that you're smart. What if you're going, it's not a real school, okay? Just kidding. Maybe it's a real school. I don't know. Whenever it's,
I have my bachelor's degree, and I'm the smartest person on earth.
yeah, I'm really
So,
smart.
Yeah, college was worth it. It really was.
Dom is a warehouse worker, and he's there.
I
He
love
doesn't-
Dom. Dom's got big energy, big personality. I like that he thought that they were looking for a toy plane. He was like, he must have been looking on the ground for like a little tiny plane. And then he comes in and he sees like this big plane. He's like, oh, it's like an actual plane.
I don't like him that much.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
I don't like that he keeps calling himself Dom Cruise and keeps trying to like make it a big thing. It's like it's overdone, dude. Get over
because
yourself.
Tom Cruise is sacred for you. He could never be like Maverick. Never. Never.
No, Dom, I don't know. It's rubbing me the wrong way. He's just not my guy.
Okay. Weird.
He's not like, I feel that like they all really love him, but I'm not totally seeing what everybody loves about him so much. But I see he's a leader. I'm seeing they like him. So
He's got a good energy. I think he's got a good energy.
yeah.
You think it's an annoying energy. That's what you
No, I mean, I do think he's a good character. I see it a little bit more in the second episode. I find him hilarious when he calls
sure,
himself.
for the prison break part is he's good.
Yeah,
in
that's
that.
when he.
Where
That's
he's
when
like refusing to take any clues, even though they're clearly fucked.
you're
He's
right.
good. He's
That's
good in
when
these
he starts to.
circumstances.
You're
Yeah.
right. That's when he starts to grow on me. When he starts to call himself like Double Down Dom and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That is when he starts to grow on me.
yeah. The man has convictions and he sticks to them.
Yes, that he is. We meet Will. He's a brand manager.
He looks like a WWE wrestler.
Yes,
He looks like.
he does. He's going to be very dominant. He wants people to think he's the mole. So
Why?
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
well, because you should want people to think you're the mole, because then people will be wrong on the quiz if you're not.
Oh, that's
mole.
true. That's true. Wow.
And then we meet Greg, and he's a marketing consultant with a triangle.
Yo, I'm like, yo, where did this dude even get a triangle in the middle of the jungle? That's when I was like, yo, he the mole, because he got extra stuff.
Yeah, a mole would have
He's got
extra stuff. Everybody has normal stuff, but a mole, he would have extra stuff.
Everybody's got props except me. Nobody told me we could bring props.
Like, you should pay attention when you guys get lunch. Like, you would get normal stuff in your sandwich, and then the mole would get like extra stuff on his sandwich. Like, he would get jalapenos. Like, you need to be making sure what you're getting on your sandwiches when you
His
guys go to
sandwich is
Subway.
toasted. Nobody else's is
Yeah.
toasted.
Make sure who's eating what. That's the key to finding out who's the mole. Maybe that's something the mole would eat. But really, why does Greg have a triangle?
It's a really good question. I don't know.
Very strange.
Maybe that just is his instrument that he plays. Maybe he's really good at it.
he's really good. So Alex shows up and she says that they're ready to go on a fantastical adventure. Would you call would you call this show a fantastical adventure?
I would call it phantasmagorical.
Yeah, I think that's more accurate. We'll DM Alex about that. So the first mission is they have to retrieve these 3 pieces of cargo, and one team is going to go up in the trees. One's going to allegedly have to look around on the ground, but they're failures, and one's going to go have to like the river, the water team. But there's a mole amongst them, Ben. So there's 3 teams. We have Dom, William, Cossie, and Avery are high up. Joy, Samara, Sandy, and Osei are ground people, and Jacob, Greg, Casey, and Pranav are the water people. And then Dom does a little mole rap because he's so hype.
What's the goal? Complete the mission. Find the mole. Who the mole? I don't know. If I don't know, I'm going home.
I don't understand why you don't like Dom. He's a
So corny.
We like corny.
Get some new rhymes, Dom.
I think you're jealous. You're
I
jealous.
want to be on the mole.
No, you're just jealous of his energy, his spirit. You know.
I could never be
That's
so
what it is.
spirited. He's free.
He's a free man. That's right.
I wish I could double down like him. I can only single up. No, you're right. He does grow on me. He does grow on me. Yeah.
I did like Greg saying that whoever was in the ground group was clearly the mole because moles dig into the ground. I like that.
Greg is my favorite. He is very odd in a very fun way. He's sneaky
yes.
like a mole, but it's not obvious if he's the mole or not. And Ben, you won't know what I'm talking about, but this is just between me and the audience. If anybody here has watched the show In the Dark, which it's a CW show, but it's streaming on Netflix, Greg reminds me of the character Felix. Anyway, continuing on.
I've never even heard of In the Dark.
It's about a blind woman who starts solving mysteries with her wonderful golden retriever Pretzel.
What?
Yes.
My God, why haven't you told me about
And
this?
it's awesome because she says things like Pretzel forward and Pretzel find outside because it's a seeing eye dog.
Oh, what a good Pretzel.
Yes.
What a good little baby.
Yes.
Goes out and solves crimes.
Yes.
Deserves extra belly rubs for that.
Yeah, she has to. Her friend who's like a kid gets murdered, and she has to figure out who killed her friend. Yeah,
Wow.
who's the mole who killed her friend? You know, it all
Whoa.
ties into it.
Dude.
And Greg is there. Anyway, so they got so this is where Joy decides she is going to be the navigator because she's a pilot. So pilots should be good at navigating, right?
Yeah, in the air.
Yeah, but Maria was like, pilots don't navigate. Doesn't the co-pilot navigate and the pilots just steer? I thought that was a pretty good point.
I'm sure they're all trained to do both, right?
No, but no.
What
but
happens if one of them like has a heart attack in the cockpit?
Yeah,
The
but
other
how
one's gotta
often
do
does
it?
that happen?
You're right.
Joy.
Pilots aren't trained at all.
No. I think that they're trained to do that, but I think Joy has just been in the captain's seat for so long that she hasn't had to navigate in a long time. So maybe she's just rusty.
You don't think it has anything to do with that it might not be the type of map she's used to reading, or that the producers maybe try and make it a little bit harder on them? Nothing like that.
No.
Oh, okay. Or she's the mole.
Or she's the mole.
That's always a possibility.
Or she's just a super incompetent person.
That could be.
Or
too.
she's lying about her profession.
She didn't do great in the jailbreak either.
No.
So either she's just bad at these types of games, or she's the mole.
Yeah.
Which is a common thing I'm seeing amongst a lot of these contestants. Is there's a lot of people that are just like flat out, like you can tell they've never done an escape room before, or they've never done like a scavenger hunt, or certain types of things. You could just tell that they've never done it. And so it's like, oh, is this person suspicious, or do they just have no experience with these types of?
Okay, I've never done an escape room before, but it's like, come on,
not even like on the apps on your phone or whatever.
No, but like,
okay,
I would love to do an escape room. It's just never happened for me. I just haven't done it.
Nobody's ever invited you.
No, okay, but come on, the bottom of the chess piece is magnetic. Like, come on.
Yeah, come on. That's No, instead we should tear apart the mattress and the and the pillow. That's what we should. We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Will really helps find the tree thing really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And I think that because they found it so quickly, it was smart not to open up the clue instantly once they saw it. Like, why would you open the clue quickly after you find
No.
the bag in 5 minutes? Also, that would be suspicious.
It would be very strange.
Yeah.
And you also have an expert climber in your group too. So why
Yeah,
open the hint? Why
Avery
open
is the climber, right?
Yes.
It's
She's
funny.
a free solo climber.
Yeah, allegedly.
She did El Capitan.
Yeah, she did El Capitan. Yeah, her and Alex Holt are really good friends. So
Yeah.
it's interesting because there wasn't any climbing even involved. They just pulled her up. There wasn't
Yeah.
even climbing.
Weird.
Maybe the show is a mole within itself trying to deceive us. 'Cause
Whoa,
they said
dude.
climbing. There wasn't climbing.
That's crazy.
What
What if Alex Wagner is the mole? She could be the mole.
Oh, Alex Wags?
Yeah,
She could be.
she could.
The water team, they got there pretty easily. I like that they're given water shoes, but then they still have to get in the water like completely in all of their clothes. It was like
Yeah.
just
Well,
was
there's
like,
rocks. There's probably rocks on the
I
bottom
know,
of the
but
stream.
it's funny
there.
that they weren't given like waders or anything. It was just like, oh, so you're for your feet. You still have to
What
go
did you want them to have? Pool noodles? Huh?
waders?
What did you want for them?
So they could wade in the water, waders like fishermen get.
Do you want them to have those little floaties on their arms?
They could try, maybe.
Life
Funny.
jackets.
You make this first episode, which I thought was a little dry, a little more exciting, rather than watching people wade in water looking for a clue.
I love watching people wade in water. It's one of my favorite things.
Well, they have written songs about it, so yeah, that is a thing.
Mhm.
Jacob is Jacob feels that Greg is seeming spacey. He thinks that Greg is being a little mole-ish, potentially, in the way that Greg is acting.
He really wanted to focus on one spot in the creek. This is what made him have the red flag, I guess. I don't know.
But I feel like Jacob would be better at searching than anyone because I feel like firemen probably are like would be trained in like people.
You got to search
people
for cats.
In cat searching, people searching, everything searching. Fire.
Yes.
Where's the nearest fire hydrant? Where's the nearest cat
Right.
tree? So that
They're like dogs. Where's the nearest fire hydrant? Where's the nearest cat?
firemen, they're just a bunch of dogs. That's what we say here on Reality Alert all the time. No, we love our boys in red. Is that what you say? What do you say to firemen? Boys in
Fire boys.
fire boys.
Yeah.
No.
Fire guys.
But yeah. So back on the Avery team, they what was going on with the net up there? So it was like I never figured out what happened.
I think she just had to untie a bunch of knots.
But then they
That's
were
what I
like,
think it was.
They were like, we think that she's making it up, that she doesn't have to untie
She's
the knot.
examining the thing to see how to open it. Suspicious.
Yeah. And then eventually who was Kossi went up with there and then she like helped her untangle it and they were able to get it back down.
Yeah. Look, I don't think that casting would make what's her name again? I forgot already.
Avery or Kossi.
Avery. So I don't think that they would make Avery the mole, considering she's a professional gamer. That feels too obvious, right? What do you
Or is
think?
it so obvious that it's not obvious? This is the
Oh my
mole
God.
pen. No,
I don't
yeah,
think she is. I really
it doesn't.
don't.
I'm not getting mole. I'm not getting mole vibes from her.
She seems like really into the game aspect of figuring out who the mole is, which would track for what she does as a gamer, Twitch streamer person.
Pranav grows like that too, but in a way that makes me think that he is the mole.
Interesting. Yeah, he is really into it, but he hasn't really made any huge slip ups so far. Although I've only seen the first 2 episodes.
Which is
so.
what a mole would do.
That's true. My God, this is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's the mole,
Yep,
and nobody's the mole.
exactly. I mean, why would the mole want to tip their hand so early in the game?
No, for sure. I was thinking about it too with Will with that secret challenge he got, and I thought if you're the mole and you get that challenge, you have to do it. Like you have to try and double it, because if you double it, people are not going to suspect. Like people are really going to be like, okay, this guy's really trying to add money to the bank for us.
And if you get caught, that's good.
Yeah. But I don't know. People still seem to think it was Will, even
Yeah.
after that. So
Damned if
I
you do,
think
damned if
everybody's
you
the
don't.
mole. Yeah.
The water team, they were so bad at finding that shit. At least, like, that's the way it finally looked like. Like, they were, like, right
Yeah.
there, but I couldn't tell how big, like, the breadth of the area of search was.
Yeah. At least they opened the clue, you know.
Yeah, they had to open the clue.
The team that didn't open the clue, it's like, good God.
How could they never look in the bag?
That's insane. It's because Osei is so paranoid. He's so paranoid.
Oh, I thought you were going to say dumb, but paranoid is...
No, like, he's paranoid to a degree of, like, stupidity.
Because I was going to say, the whole team is dumb for not opening that bag. Like,
yeah.
it was very dumb. Like you have to use all of your resources. Like, you're just looking at the map. Like, you guys, like, look in the bag.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, we can't find it. Maybe there's something to do to open up the bag.
What would have been the consequence in their mind of potentially opening the bag?
I mean, the bag wouldn't have helped them, but at least you got to try. And
Yeah.
when they get back to camp and they're like, open up the bag, and Osei's like, no, you can't. It's like, dude, you're looking so moly.
Yeah. Funny how that works.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, good move. I mean, you should look suspicious. It's just so funny. It doesn't hurt to look suspicious. That's what's so weird about it. It's like,
Yeah.
you should just look suspicious as possible. Like, why not?
Yeah. I think this guy has trust issues in real life. I really do, because it's so extreme in this game. It has to be like a real life thing for him.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, I think it was smart. Yeah, right. It was smart for Water to open up the clue, even though they lost some money, because it was just like...
Yeah, at least it's
Ye-
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it suspicious that Greg found the crate right after they opened up the clue? Because it was like right after.
Could be. That's a good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah. Good point.
Only after.
It's a good point.
That stood out to me. I was like, Greg could be the mole. Just
So
thinking
he found it, knew that they were close, and he was the one who said out loud, "Hey, should we open up the clue now?"
Yes.
To which Jacob finally replied, "Yeah, I guess now it's time."
So they played the mole toll.
That's a very good observation.
The
We're
mole
marking
toll.
it down. Greg, potential mole.
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
Yeah. So, they find out that weird clue would have just been for sinkholes anyway for the ground team. And Dom is like, okay, everyone, I'm the leader. Let's set up camp.
Yes, Daddy.
We just get yes daddies in every reality show now. Daddy is in the zeitgeist.
It is in. Yes.
Yes, daddy. No, daddy. Okay, daddy.
Thank you, Shida, from 90 Day Fiance.
We didn't miss you.
You're right. I should have written Dom off because Dom is afraid of owls, which is really hilarious.
It's so funny. I just like the
Why are you
idea of
afraid
Brady-
of owls?
Have you ever seen an owl run? Like that's the scariest thing. They have is an owl running.
Dude, what if they run at us in the middle of the night?
I think owls are cute. Have you ever seen a baby owl? They're
Dude, they're
adorable.
so cute.
They're
Oh
so
my
cute. You pick them
God.
up in the little palm of your hands, and they look up at you, and they're like, "Meow," you know,
I know, and they all make like weird little faces.
yeah. They look scared. Yeah.
I know. I wonder why. Yeah. So the next morning, a piece of cargo is missing. Damn. And Wilk starts throwing out alibis, but some people aren't buying it. Yeah, it's kind of like when somebody's murdered in Clue, and it's like the first person is like, well, I know because I was with Colonel Mustard all night. It couldn't have been him. And it's like, well, why were you with Colonel Mustard all night, Miss Scarlet?
Whoa. What are you implying there, Max?
I wasn't implying anything. It's just like, Will, are you conspiring with them? What's happening?
What is it that you think Mr. Mustard and Miss Scarlet were doing?
Excuse
all
me,
night?
Ben. He's a colonel. How dare you? Show some respect.
Is he though? Is he
Maybe not at night.
that we know of?
That's Daddy Mustard at midnight.
Yes, Daddy.
Daddy Mustard at midnight.
Yeah, Will's like, well, I'll tell you who it isn't. It's not Daddy Mustard. It wasn't Pranav.
Oh, you should go
was-
by Daddy Mustard at midnight from now on as your name on this show.
It was Mr.
Or just Daddy
Green
Mustard.
with the pipe wrench in the airplane.
Clues extended to the sky.
Yes. Yes, I changed my name in the video version to Daddy Mustard.
Yes, Daddy.
Yeah, so people start going into the jungle, but then those helicopters come, man. They can't get that money. They think the mole is fucking with them.
Yeah.
Oh, mommy relish, Ben. Nice.
Oh, here we go. It's off the rails now.
She's not my mom.
We sure do have a lot of 90 Day Fiance sound bites for this mole episode.
I'm sorry, just the stuff that applies to mommies and daddy. It's okay.
Okay. You got
Yo.
that always in the gun ready to go.
This house that they go to is one of the coolest houses I've seen on reality TV. Like, why does this house exist? What is this place? Why was it available for rental? Why does it have 4 spaceship docks? What is happening? Why is it in the
Yeah.
middle of a rainforest? I want to know.
They must have rented it from, like a billionaire or something like that.
Yeah, but
Elon Musk or something.
But it's cool.
Yeah.
Why does it happen? How many trees did they knock down? What happened to the CO2? Like, was it Ferngully? Like, what happened? It's cool. It was worth it for how cool it is. So thank you for your sacrifice, animals that lived there and trees and all that stuff. Very cool. Yeah. So we agree that William should have done this, right?
Of course.
Yeah, because he drew suspicion and he doubled the pot. So what's
Oh, wait,
the...
did you say? Yeah, you said should have, not should.
Yeah,
have.
should have.
Yes, of course you should.
Yeah,
Yes.
people think you're the mole when if he's not, he's not, and if he is, he is. It doesn't matter, and he doubles the pot.
Money,
Whereas-
baby.
And
Keep that money rolling in.
I was actually kind of disappointed that this was the twist I was kind of hoping that it was just that the mole stole money from everyone in the middle of the night. Like that would have been more fun. That like the
That would
mole.
have been awesome.
I know. I was hoping that the mole can just do shit like that. Like they always have to protect their money. So then like at night at wherever they are, they always like somebody has to sleep with the money at all times, you know? And that the mole was capable of doing shit like that, like stealing money from the pot at all times. I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then it was just like, oh, it was a one-time twist where they can double the money. It was like, come on.
Yeah.
It'd be cooler if the mole just like stole the money and threw it into the woods.
Yeah. And then they look through each other's bags, and in one of the bags they find a ski mask and a giant bag with a dollar sign on it.
Yeah.
And they're like, whose bag is this?
You'd be sick. So Alex says that they have 1 hour to like get ready and get for the quiz, and in 1 hour they're all shower and changed and ready for cocktail hour. Very impressive.
Very
But
cool.
how many showers does this place have?
Probably a
I'm not buying
lot.
it. Yeah, it's like 12 showers. They're all
Would
very
you-
fast. They all
Would you
had hair
doubt it with that
dryers.
place?
What?
With that place, would you doubt it?
I guess not.
Maybe they all showered in the pool.
Yeah.
They jumped in the pool with their body wash, and they just
Yes.
showered in there all at the same time.
So they logged onto their Microsoft Surface Pros and they took the challenge. I mean, the quiz.
Very cool. Thank you, Microsoft.
Thank you. How do you like the reveals for these for if you're eliminated or not, where your phone lights up green?
It's just red light or green light. Okay,
It's
yeah.
so dumb.
It should be like a TikTok dance or something that they open up, and if it's either a good TikTok dance or a sad one.
Yeah, or it should drop you through the floor like Russian roulette, or it should like electric shock you. Like, I don't know, something should happen. It's just so dumb that like your phone's just like, oh, it's red. Okay, I'm leaving now. Bye.
Yeah, they should kill them.
Right? something more exciting.
Wagner just pulls out a gun and
Yeah.
then people are like, okay, you guys, we really need to figure out who the mole is.
Yes. I do like that they're not allowed to like say goodbye or anything. That's fun. It's just they're dismissed.
Yeah.
So
Or maybe nobody wanted to say goodbye to Jose. That could be too.
you're like, this weirdo believed in dinosaurs. Get him out of here. It's weird. He kept crawling into my bed at night and saying, please protect me from the T-Rexes. It got weird.
He's still leaving and clutching onto that bag that he didn't open.
Yeah.
Leaving with it. He's insane.
And we head on to Brisbane, Australia, and everyone hops in cars together, but they're like, even in this car, I think there might be a mole in my car. Each person next to me could be the mole or could not be the mole, but really they could be the mole.
Maybe this Uber driver is the mole. I don't know.
It's like they're allowed to talk about like other things. Like, what are like the personal relationships between like the other people? Like, what do they think about each other?
I mean, and it matters for the game, especially to be asking each other stuff about their lives. Are you married? Do you have kids? Blah blah blah. I mean, I know obviously people can lie about that, but I would enjoy as a viewer hearing some of those things, so that I can see who's guessing what on the quizzes based on who they've talked to on the show.
And I'm sure they are. We see some of it, but like very little. And it's just most of what we're getting is these confessionals that are always the same thing of like, this person could be the mole because there is a mole in the game. This is the Mole TV show. It's like, all right. I like when Greg tells his card that a strategy is to not lie, and then they're like, have you really not lied? And he's like, no, I've lied. Like, all right, okay, Greg.
I don't really play the triangle, guys. I'm sorry. I lied. I lied. I liked when Will goes, "Ooh, Jacob, fire station." We're in the car. Jacob's like, "Cool."
Yeah.
I work in one of those. It's true.
We do learn that Avery and Pranav, they are now. We learn that they're friends, so we basically have our first alliance-ish thing going on.
Yeah.
So that's good.
What do
to
you think
know.
about alliances in this game? You're kind of playing with fire, putting all your trust and loyalty in one person, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think that they're both pretty aware of like what's going on. But I think it's a good idea to have someone to share some information with, because at least you can get together and like throw blame on like another person, so that you can get other people to vote for that person.
That's true. Strategically speaking, it would. But who it would benefit the most is the mole.
The mole
to be in an alliance to coordinate how they're going to answer quiz questions to try and get one person out in particular, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard game.
It's a hard game.
Did you know Australia was a penal colony built by convicts?
I had no idea. I
Oh, you
thought
didn't? Yeah, it's all of England, the UK's convicts, and
so you're telling me the kangaroo court didn't work out, and so all the convicts ended up running everything.
It's why all of Australians are such terrible roommates, and nobody should be roommates with them.
Oh my God.
I'm sticking with it, Ben. That's
You
my
meet-
thing. I
You
have to
meet
tell
3
people.
Australians, and now you hate them all.
I met my Australian roommates and all of their friends who kept sleeping on my couch, my floor, the extra bed, and they never cleaned up.
How long ago was this? Like 10 years?
Yeah, that's 10 years ago.
Let it go, man.
No, it's a few years ago.
Let it go.
It's funny. Okay. So Dom and Casey, they're elected as the masterminds of the mission because they're the most trusted people.
I can see it. I do. Yeah, I actually think those were good picks for the group. Was
Yeah,
Dom and
'cause
Casey.
Casey was a COVID nurse, and she doesn't say anything. And Dom, he hasn't done anything to make people not trust him so far. So
And if you can't trust a COVID nurse, then what kind of fucking hellhole are we living in?
what's your problem?
Yeah. If she is the mole, what a piece of shit. You know?
Yeah,
What a
God.
real piece of shit. A COVID nurse?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
fucked up.
That's like having COVID and not telling someone and then going kissing them on the mouth, you know?
Yeah. So we get Jacob, Pranav, and Sandy in cell block F, and they do that because Jacob and Pranav have worked well together, and they say that Sandy is fierce, smart, and flexible, apparently, but we haven't seen anything from Sandy before, so I had no idea that she was fierce, smart, and flexible.
I don't even remember who Sandy is. If I'm being honest.
Exactly. And even after this, I was like, she's flexible?
Was she the short one? Is she short, Sandy? I'm trying to remember.
I know who she is, but her height, maybe.
Okay.
We get Will, Avery, and Samara in cell block E. Dom calls Avery. He says that Avery is sweet and he's like Avery's sweet and savory, which I found a little weird.
That's an odd way to describe another person. Yeah.
He's like Avery's
Especially
sweet.
one that you just met not that long ago.
Avery's sweet and savory. I was like, okay. Thanks. That's what we go. Right. Probably not the mole. That I would say the mole wouldn't say that. We know this guy's not the mole. I would write
hope
down my.
not.
I was
I hope
playing the
not.
game and I wasn't her. I would go.
If the mole is looking at everybody like they're fucking lunch and dinner, then
I would go. Production wouldn't risk having the mole call someone sweet and savory. So Dom,
Yeah.
mole.
Write that down on your notepad. Yeah.
Yep, I'd be like not voting Dom as the mole. Okay, next.
Oh, speaking of Dom, I liked what he said. I've been dying to do a jailbreak ever since I watched Shawshank Redemption. I was like, what? You've been dying to do a jailbreak since you saw that
That is
movie?
what Shawshank Redemption is. It's an awesome jailbreak movie.
Dude, I've always wanted to crawl through shit for 2 miles straight.
When they jailbreak, when they do that sick jailbreak in that movie. The Rock is about emotions, you know, but Shawshank, that is a jailbreak movie.
So the first challenge he compared to Jurassic Park. This one he's comparing to Shawshank. What movie will be next? He's a big movie buff, Max. Big movie buff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got Kossi, Greg, and Joy on Cell Block D. This is Dom. He says that Greg doesn't do a lot. He doesn't trust Joy, and he's saying that if they are last, then this will narrow down who is the mole. So he's testing them.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good strategy.
I think it is too.
Yeah. So if all groups will make it out 1 hour, they'll make $10,000 at the start of this. So how did you think about how this all went down?
I really liked this challenge.
It was fun.
really liked it. It was like each person had their own escape room, but all 3 escape rooms were connected. And in order to do well, you have to communicate and also just have basic common sense. Like if the things that are given in your room are there for a reason. Oh, I have a stool. Why on earth would I need that? I don't need to reach anything, but then you're hearing someone else saying, I can't reach my key. Maybe they need the fucking stool that I have, like,
No.
no, but like the extremes that people win of tearing up the mattresses and things like that.
Yeah.
Jacob looked like he should have belonged in a mental institution with what he was doing in there
It
with
was
all the
cool how
feathers.
he was able to figure everything out in like a really roundabout, weird way.
Yeah. Their
Like he was-
group was really funny, especially because they didn't even solve everything the way that they were supposed to. Like even the person who needed the stool didn't use the stool. They just grabbed a bunch of other shit from the other cell and shoved it in there, and
Yeah.
they were ending up able to reach it. Yeah.
There was a lot of mole-ish behavior going on, though, Ben. The
Oh,
first
there
thing that
was.
happened, it was right off the bat. Kossi and Joy were across from each other. They're asking what they can see outside each other's door. It looks like Joy lied and said that she can't see anything outside of Kossi's door.
Right.
But there was a key there.
And Kossi also didn't see anything outside of her own door, which all the other people could see a faint something. on
Yeah,
the
right.
ground.
Did they both lie about it? Or was it just
That's-
Kossi that lied? I was very confused. Was it Joy
That's a
that
great
lied or
question.
Kossi that lied? I was confused about this.
It's one
some
of them. Yeah. One of them's the mole.
One of them was lying.
But then you got Samara as well, who says there's flat out no key on that, and it's some sort of hair tie. That's like, oh, you think the producers would just that they didn't clean up around the door and that there's some random hair tie there or something? Like
Yeah, or
No.
she has really bad vision.
she probably does. Yeah. Well, it's like we said, like half of the, if you make a mistake in this show, people will automatically think you're the mole, but it could just be people that genuinely were fucking up in some way.
Moles are known to be blind and have bad vision, so
That's true.
just
Well,
saying.
they have tunnel vision because they
Maybe that's something the mole would say.
Tunnel vision because they dig holes. That's good.
Yeah.
Was it Joy or was it? Yeah, I think it was both of them that were being sketchy. Everyone's being sketchy.
Joy was being weird too because she wasn't communicating that much. And
Yeah,
she
okay,
just
that
kept
was
reading. She just kept reading the book in there, thinking that there were clues in the book.
That was it.
Which was a road going far the wrong way.
Yeah, and then Kasi was saying that she can't see anything outside her own door. Yeah, that was so fucking weird.
Yeah. hmm
And then like Pranav like destroys his room, and Jacob destroys his own room with like the chicken feathers.
It's like I murdered a damn chicken in here.
And he's the one that had Sandy throw her fucking shoe at it. Yeah, they were the funniest team in Cell Block F because they were just like they were wacky and wild about it.
Yeah, I love it's. This is one of the things I like about Jacob is like he's just always in a rush, and it's like act first, think second, and somehow it still seems to work out for him in some of these situations, you know.
Yeah.
But he's
I'm not-
very proactive. He's very proactive.
I'm not getting mole vibes from him at all.
Oh, no way. No way.
Which means
If he is, I'll be shocked.
he's
Which means he is the mole.
He's the mole. Okay, guys, 100%. I think Jacob's the mole.
Or he's the next Bachelor. Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. They do like their firefighters, right?
Yes. So Alex gives them the two masterminds the option to double the pot by taking 10 minutes off the clock, but the people playing wouldn't know. Casey says they shouldn't, but Dom is like, Casey not wanting to do it makes her the mole because she's doing the right thing.
The circles that everybody goes through.
The mole would do the right thing.
But what if the mole knew that I would think that they were doing the right thing? And so they used reverse psychology. Oh, this is so tough.
Yeah. I think that I think I would be tempted not to do it.
I think I liked what Dom did. I'm all like I said earlier, I'm like with taking that secret that Will did the secret mission. Like I think any chance that you can get to make a lot of money, do it every single time.
Yeah.
Because she did end up, Wagner did end up giving more help even after that. And it's like, to me, if I see that in the first two challenges, that like help is still coming even after I'm making risky moves, I'm just going to keep making risky moves the rest of the season because there might be help after I make those risky moves.
And
Still.
especially knowing that the mole can like sabotage and take money away from you, like why not just keep risking to get more money? You know?
Yeah.
You call me Double Down Dom.
That's your
You got to be double down Dom, you know? You got to double down. And then also you got to do that shit so people suspect you're the mole, so then they get confused and they vote for the wrong person.
Yeah. No, I like Dom's mentality of just go for it every time.
So Casey's the mole confirmed?
Confirmed. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jacob he didn't use the chess pieces, he used the chess board and he threw it over the top bars to get the thing. He used the chess board. It's like you didn't look at the chess pieces.
He threw everything. Yeah. It was so funny. They just kept chucking shit at the key. Look, it doesn't always have to be the right way. As long as it works, as long as something happens,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, when this happened, I wasn't even thinking about the stool. When he like shoved the thing to Sandy through her hole, I was like, "This looks weird. Like, is this what they're supposed to do? Just shove stuff through this hole, and that's how they get up? This is an oddly designed design challenge.
Yeah.
Like that's how they're supposed to get up, stand on pillows because it was the first team to go through. I was like, something feels off.
Well, I kind of like though that the production has a very clear idea of how the challenge should go, and then that contestants can still win the challenge through other methods. I think that's just really funny. It really shows how differently people's brains work, but that you could still come to a solution even with
it's really cool.
It's really cool.
Yeah, Jacob says he's convinced the mole isn't in their group.
Is not.
Yeah, isn't.
Yeah. I agree.
Uh,
I don't think. Well, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I don't feel that Will is the mole because he was able to figure out the chess piece thing, and then he freed Avery, and he was able to do the stool thing, and
Again,
free.
Will is very proactive in these challenges, but we keep saying, isn't that what the mole would do? So I don't know.
But he hasn't done like anything bad yet, like
No.
anything subtly.
No. Neither has Jacob. Neither has. There's a few people that have been pretty proactive, I feel like.
Yeah. But maybe he would if he could.
Maybe.
So the Alex asks the cell block the masterminds who they trust, and she says that they don't trust cell block D, and she offers them the clue, and Dom says no, but Casey says yes, and she's like, I'll take responsibility, because Dom really doesn't want to do it. And then Dom says he doesn't trust Casey because the mole's job is to take money from the pot bit by bit. But it's like only $1,000. It's like,
Yeah, it's like not that much.
You already doubled the pot, and you're like, you want to make sure that you make the money. So like, I think the way that Dom's acting is way more suspicious than
that
Casey
was a
is.
little suspicious. It was.
His hesitancy, like later on when there's only a minute left, I'm like, that is so weird.
$1,000, and they're like trying to throw you a lifeline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, take a hint from production. Like, if they're offering you for only $1,000, that probably means you need to take it right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that Cassie had tore up her mattress and found the phone inside of it before the clue happened, and she had been like, what the fuck is this phone?
Yeah.
And like
she calls 911.
Yeah. She spent like the whole time with the cell phone trying to figure out how it was going to get them out of there. And production had to be like, stop. That's not part of it.
I'm surprised. Do you think that Jacob found a cell phone and they told him, production had to tell him, don't worry about that?
Potentially, yeah.
Because he did rip apart his mattress.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Yeah, I'm guessing. There's probably a cell phone
he
in
had
every
to have
one.
found
Yeah.
it, and production had to have been like, don't worry about that. That's not a part of this.
I would like pause, like, don't worry about it.
Yep. That's funny.
It's really funny.
Jacob's like, everybody rip open your mattresses. There's cell phones in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Alex tells her that there's a phone outside of her door and that the chess piece is magnetic. And this is where Cassie says, how did Joy not see the key outside of my room? Yeah, so they both apparently couldn't see the key. Very weird.
Very strange. Yep.
Shouldn't
those two are automatically like at the top of my list for that alone.
Shouldn't a pilot have eagle eyes and be able to see things? Don't they have to have like 20/20 vision and blah blah blah?
Pilots can do everything.
Yes, they should. Yeah. They should be able to prison break really quickly too. Because what if they need to fly a plane really quickly? They should be able to get out of jail really easily.
Next time I go on a plane, I'm going to ask to speak to the captain and ask him a few questions about what they can and can't do.
He'd be like,
can you break out of a prison?
Yeah, with 3 people in 1 hour. Do you know who the mole is?
The pilot's like, call the police. Somebody call the police.
In fact, Mr. Pilot or Mrs. Pilot.
Are you the mole?
Mrs. Pilot. She's married. Are they both a couple?
Yes.
Okay, that's cute. Happily married and flying together.
Yes.
Everywhere. That's cute.
So yeah, so everyone's getting fucked up, and then they get offered the 5,000 for 5 minutes, and Dom says he'll hold strong, and Casey is like, we have to take it, and they do take it, and that's when they have like that's when they have like less than a minute left or something fucking crazy, and Dom is like, "No, I don't want to do it." And it's like, what is your problem, dude?
Yeah.
You're still gonna make more money than you thought you were gonna make, and and you have less than like a minute left potentially. Like, are you crazy?
Again, I think you have to take your cues from production. If they're throwing you these big lifelines, you have to think that that's because they're afraid that you're not going to pull it off.
But I think that like after this, like the cue is just like Dom isn't a mole. I think that he's just like a really bad gambler. I think that he's like, I'm double down dog, and he's like, I'm just gonna hold firm. You know,
if he
It's
is a mole, though, he's a good one.
yes,
Because that's good to keep being like, no, we need to make as much money as possible, but then setting yourself up to lose big, like really big.
yes.
Yeah.
I just think he's the kind of guy you don't want to go to Vegas with. You know, he's just
Yeah.
just don't want to go to Vegas with Dom. I mean, well, you don't want to put money together with him. You know, you just
Right.
just let him go.
If he wins the mole, though, then I would like to go to Vegas with him. Maybe he can.
Yes, if he's gonna
give me
pay for the room,
some
get drinks, get perks. Yeah.
Yes, give me some pennies for the penny slots.
Yes, but then he's gonna lose all of his money because he's gonna be like, double down, Dom. I'm just gonna hold firm, and I'll be like, do not hit on 20 at blackjack, Dom. Do not hit.
Dom, stop doubling down on green on the roulette table, Dom. Stop. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So they're like, the total prize pot is $26,500. I'm like, whoa, that's what people make at like Wheel of Fortune. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Come on.
Yeah.
Add some more money to that pot, Netflix.
Yeah, come on.
I
Cosby's
know
not
you're in debt, Netflix, but go a little deeper, huh?
Yeah,
come
come
on.
on. Maybe it's an Australian currency and that like translates to US dollars or something.
Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe
Kangaroo
it's in-
currency.
Maybe it's in mole bucks.
Yeah, mole bucks. out bucks.
Yeah. So
Right.
the next morning,
Out bucks, man.
Outbucks. Oh, that's nice. Like
Like
Outbacks.
Outback. Yeah.
Yes.
You like that?
Yeah. Can you spend it at Outback Steakhouse exclusively?
I hope so.
Yes. So Pranav and Jacob this morning, they say they no longer think Sandy is a mole. Apparently, they thought Sandy was the mole at some point. News to me. But strategically, they want to keep people thinking that she is. I think that's smart. But is anybody going to believe you? Do people even think about Sandy?
I was just gonna say, do people even know who she is?
Yeah.
Much less that she could be the mole.
And she's fierce and she's flexible. She can do splits and stuff.
I still don't remember her. I really don't.
She's the one with the hair, Ben, and the face and the stuff.
Sandy the mole. Oh yeah, okay, Sandy.
One on the Mole TV show
Right.
named Sandy.
She's on the mole.
Yes, the character.
Yes.
I mean the person.
Yes.
Will is very suspicious of Samara after that last one, we know. So anyway, the group goes on a night out in two vans. They think they're going to dinner.
Pranav is daddy, I'm mommy, and you guys are the kids in the back seat.
So Pranav is daddy now, not just Dom is daddy, but Pranav is daddy.
So Pranav is Daddy Mustard.
His daddy Mustard. And in this
Yeah.
situation, Greg is Mommy Relish. And the kids in the back seat are Baby Salt and Baby Pepper.
Yes, that's so cute.
That is so cute.
Yes, daddy.
Yes. I thought this was like when I felt that the mole got like really good. Like this is when I was locked in. Like this whole twist and the whole fun sector thing and the whole division and making them talk to each other and all this crazy shit. I was feeling it.
For me, I just loved episode 1 so much more. It was like so much more fun, personally.
Dude, there were dinosaurs.
There were dinosaurs in the jungle. They couldn't navigate in the jungle.
Yeah, it was really good.
No, this was really fun. Greg specifically was really great during this entire thing. I absolutely
Good
loved him.
liar.
He's great. Yeah, 1 minute as he's like waving everybody to come in. Please.
I'm not doing anything sneaky. I'm just sitting here not screwing you guys over. I'm a good person.
It would have been really funny if he started doing like different voices for the different people. Hey, it's me, Pranav. Yeah, we're all here. Who else would you like to talk to?
Hi, it's me, Casey, huh? They're like, can we talk to Sandy? He's like, who the fuck is Sandy?
Yeah, you could talk to her, and then it's just dead silence.
Yeah, there's like, oh, you're telling the truth. There is no Sandy. Oh,
It's me, Sandy, with the hair.
yeah.
Oh, right, the hair. That's right, the hair. Yeah.
I'm the contestant on this show. Sandy.
I was in cell block E. Don't you remember?
What is up with these people in Car 1/Sector 31? It was Joy, Dom, Jacob, Kossi, Will, and Samara who were like not gonna press the button because they were gonna keep the money in the pot. What is wrong with their stupid heads?
I was so confused by that. I was like, "What are you, crazy?"
Are they demented? What is wrong with them?
I mean, they do end up going for it, so at
I
least
just
they
don't
wised up
understand.
eventually.
They only wised up because the other team was going to, or so we think.
Yeah.
Like, why would you risk going home?
It's stupid.
It's just weird how half the people were instantly like, okay, we're all gonna press it, and nobody protested, and half of the other people instantly were like, okay, we're all.
It's suspect. It is. Yeah. And wasn't Dom leading the charge on that one?
Yes.
Yes. So there's another suspicion of Dom.
It
I'm
makes me-
starting to be sold a little bit on Dom potentially being a very good mole.
It makes me think that the mole is no.
I have another theory of a person in that group that could be the mole. And it's Kossi. One, because she was involved in that key problem that was in the jailbreak. And two, because when she went to the computer to type in all their guesses, she did not see or willfully ignored the warning that said you will be locked out for a minute if you guess 3 times and don't get it correct.
Yes, she did.
That's 2 things from her, but they were subtle. But that's 2 things.
Car 2 had some like suspicious people too. Like what? Like wasn't Casey being weird? Like she wouldn't get all of the people to the room, and then she entered in, and then also like Greg and Sandy entered like mole as a password suggestion, even when they were getting like the correct answer key from inside of the table. Like there were suspicious things on both sides.
Yeah, definitely.
But I was very suspicious from everybody in Sector 31 not wanting to
do anything at all.
Yeah, but also that would have added money to the pot, but how could you be so dense to think that the other side wasn't going to do anything either?
Yeah.
Like the mole would be very aware that the other side's going to do something, right? Like it's very obvious.
Yeah. Yep. You would think.
Like, come on.
You would think.
Come on. Come on, guys.
Hey.
Like you got to survive. Like what's adding $10,000 if then you're still going to have a chance not to make it? Why are you gambling when you can have a sure chance to make it to the next time? You got
The only one who can comfortably gamble is the mole.
Yeah, I know. So that's why
And
you
we
have
do
somebody-
have a comfortable gambler amongst us, and his name is Dom.
Yeah, but being a comfortable gambler isn't necessarily a good trait.
I know, but I'm just saying he does fit the bill to a certain degree. Perhaps we are underestimating Dom a little bit. I think it's a chance. I think at least admit that it's a possibility here. Dom has shown some red flags based on the prison break, especially, and then the fact that he was leading the charge for not wanting to press the button.
Yes.
The leading the charge to not press the button is the biggest thing for me. And he was the one who was all about that.
Yeah, I just think that he's like Mr. Like I have values, but I guess the mole would be like that too. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think in car 2 we have like Avery's like a gamer, so she would never be like, "Oh, we're not going to press the button, so I can give myself like extra lives to make it to like the next level," right?
Yes.
Like
yes.
she's like smart enough strategically to not like put herself at a disadvantage, you know. Like I would never be like, "Oh, I'm not going to press the button because $10,000."
Yeah.
You know, it's like
I'm
you can always
gonna
make
hit
up
that
more
pong
money.
ball. I'm getting
Yes.
the pong ball.
The pong ball. You have to hit the pong ball to hit the next pong ball. You know.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're
You
gonna
can't not hit it. Otherwise, the game's over.
yeah,
Exactly.
because they're gonna hit it into your side of the screen.
Yes.
Our metaphors are so good.
I love the idea of a Twitch streamer only playing Pong.
Yes.
I really do. It's so fun.
When they kept talking about how it's in the table, I just kept thinking of Zoolander, like it's in the computer.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I could think about.
And that them trying to break it open.
They're trying to break the computer like monkeys. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see them try to punch the.
It would have been funny if they grabbed like a table like
Yeah,
on the
like a
ground
desk
and then started
chop
to
it.
chop
I
it.
thought Dom was gonna start doing that.
They're like the periodic table, you idiots.
Yes.
It's in the table.
Yeah, Alex flew over the intercom. I didn't mean that table.
Jacob comes in with his axe. Move. I've been training for this my whole life.
Yes. Not
If
that
it's
table,
in the
other
table,
table.
I'll find it.
Yes. Yeah, but no, this was cool. It was like almost one of those like prisoners dilemma kind of like puzzles, but it was just like a really obvious dilemma strategically of like what you should do, which is just hit the fucking button as fast as possible no matter what team you're on. But I did like that they were supposed to like be on phone calls with each other every 15 minutes because
Yes.
Greg was so funny.
Greg just really shined in this episode. He's one of my favorite characters.
They're like, Greg is a really good liar. He really had us. I was like, no, he wasn't. It was so obvious. Like Dom was able to figure it out so quickly. He's like, man, he's really using I a lot.
My instinct tells me that Greg isn't the mole, but the fact that he's such an incredible character, would you really put it past production not to make him the mole? I think he would.
Yeah.
He could potentially be the mole for that reason, but my gut is saying he's not.
No, because he's just so funny to have around, though.
Yeah, he's a fantastic character. He's really good.
Hi, he picks up the phone. Hi, it's mommy. Well, I'm here with daddy, and we are not pressing the red button. So mommy and daddy will not press the red button, but I can't talk about Casey if she's going to press it. But anyway, talk to you later. Bye. Oh, I thought it was suspicious when Pranav couldn't like cover for everyone else. He was like, "Oh, I didn't know how to cover and like get you guys in the room or anything." I thought that was kind of suspicious. Like he couldn't keep the cover going.
Yes.
Like he
Well,
didn't even
there was
try.
yeah, there was a lot of chaos going on there. I would have liked to have known like just the time span that they had there, because maybe he just didn't have the time. I don't know, but it really seemed like he did.
I
So,
think you always want to try for as long as possible before you just throw the phone down.
yeah. Yeah.
He
It was
kind of-
funny that they just hung up though.
Yeah, he was just like, I give
Like,
up.
hello?
Better time spent just trying to press the fucking button, which I do get,
Yeah.
but it's the mole, so we
You
got
should have just said, "Look, I can't babysit you all goddamn day. I gotta go press this button." Oh shit!
yeah.
No.
Oh fuck. Yeah, but this is where it really came together for me, and I was like, I need to know who pressed the button first. I need to know who's going home next. I need to know who the mole is. I need to know the next twists and turns. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'll be back, and the next episode should release Thursday. And we're going to keep recapping the mole here on Reality Rascals, Reality Alert's official Patreon podcast. That's right. Official.
It's very official.
Yes. Ben, do you have anything else to add about the mole?
No. I like the mole. It's a fun show. That's all I gotta say. I'm
Sick.
into it so far. I'm into it.
Ditto. All right. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Bye bye.
It's the place you go when you finish your show. We're your two best friends. Our names are Max and Ben. We're self-proclaimed television experts. It's Reality Alert.
Yes, Daddy.